What if I told you most traders don't fail because they're bad at trading? They fail because they don't know how to lose? It sounds strange, but it's true. If you don't understand this one concept, your account is basically on a timer. Everyone is obsessed with strategies, indicators, and finding the perfect setup. You'll hear things like this strategy wins 90% of the time, but here's the reality. You can have a very average strategy and still make money if your risk management is solid. And on the flip side, you could have an incredible strategy and still lose a lot of money if your risk is out of control. And the real skill in trading isn't predicting what's going to happen next. It's risk management. That's the foundation. So let's simplify what risk management actually means. It's not complicated. It comes down to one question. If I'm wrong, how much money am I willing to lose? That's it. Before entering a trade, professional traders already know the worst case scenario. Beginners usually do the opposite. They jump into trades first and only think about the risk when things go wrong, go against them. There's one rule that can genuinely protect your account, and that's never to risk more than 1% of your capital. So if you have a $5,000 account, you're risking $50 per trade, not $200, not $500, just $50. The reason this matters is because losing streaks are normal. Even profitable traders lose multiple trades in a row. But if your risk is controlled, those losses don't take you out of the game. Here's something a lot of traders don't fully understand. The bigger your losses, the harder it is to recover. If you lose 10% of your account, you need about 11% to get back to where you started. But if you lose 50%, you need to make almost 100% just to break even. And that's why over-risking destroys accounts very quickly. Small losses are manageable, but big losses set you back massively. And that's something you want to avoid. Now let's talk about position size, because it's where many people go wrong. Most beginners choose how big they want to trade first, and then they make the risk fit as an afterthought. Whereas professionals do the opposite. They decide their risk first, and then they set their stop losses and they adjust their position size accordingly where everything lines up. Your trade size should always be based on your defined risk, not the other way around. Another concept is risk to reward. This simply means how much you're risking compared to how much you aim to make. For example, if you risk 100 to make 200, that's a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. This is powerful because it means that you don't have to win most of your trades to be profitable. You could lose more trades than you win and still make money, as long as your winners are bigger than your losses. Think about it like this. If you take 10 trades, you lose 6, but you win 4, most people would assume that you're failing. But if your winning trades are twice the size of your losses, your account is still growing. And that's the shift most people never make. Profitability doesn't come from being right all the time. It comes from managing losses and downside properly. This leads to a bigger mindset change. Amateur traders focus on winning, whereas professional traders focus on surviving. Trading isn't about finding perfect setups. It's about handling imperfect outcomes over and over again without blowing up your account. The reason most beginners ignore risk management is simple. It's not exciting. It doesn't feel like a fast path to making money. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic, but it's at the foundation of everything. The traders who take this seriously are the ones that usually last long enough to become profitable. And if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. You're not paid for being right in trading. You're paid for managing your risk and downside. Once you understand that, everything starts to change. Profits become the result of good decisions, not lucky guesses.